God dang it, man. I gotta make a video about YouTube now. Alright. Put the side down, indirect eye contact. Weird breathing pattern. Breathy words. Seems like I got the dramatic video down. Seems as if YouTube's done another thing. And well, this thing just so happens to affect me, so I'm gonna talk about it. I was just editing a video and got this email from YouTube saying that, everything's changing, they're making changes, new year, new YouTube, and new YouTube policies that basically, for me, and for smaller channels like me, mean that, yeah, sure, we're not making all that much money, but now we're not about to make any money. It reads, 2017 marked a tough year for many of you, with several issues affecting our community and the revenue earned from advertising through YouTube Partner Program. Despite those issues, more creators than ever are earning a living on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. In 2018, a major focus for everyone at YouTube is protecting our creator ecosystem and ensuring your revenue is more stable. Obviously, referring to the adpocalypse here. As Susan mentioned in December, we're making changes to address the issues that affected our community in 2017 so we can prevent bad actors from harming the inspiring and original creators around the world who make their living on YouTube. Bad actors. Prevent bad actors from doing bad things. Now, I don't think it's too obvious who this is referencing here. It's not like, at the beginning of 2018, a bad actor did something extremely bad that, kind of brought a lot of things to a lot of people's attention, especially the fact that YouTube didn't do anything about it, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Well, kind of is, because it's a huge complaint that I'm having about this right now. It continues. A big part of that effort will be strengthening our requirements for monetization so spammers, impersonators, and other bad actors can't hurt our ecosystem or take advantage of you while continuing to reward those who make our platform great. By upping the criteria for monetization, they're somehow going to stop spammers and people who are acting bad on YouTube. If I do recall, the worst actors on YouTube have millions of subscribers, and so how does this affect them at all? How does this help the YouTube ecosystem in the slightest? I'm not exactly understanding where they're coming from with this one. Basically, they're saying, oh, some people are doing some bad things, so basically we're just gonna blame the small man. Blame the people who aren't really making any money, the people who, yeah, might do a few questionable things here and there to try to get a little bit of attention and gain some traction on YouTube. We're going to punish those people instead of punishing the people who have actually made it big on YouTube by doing said questionable things. No. We're just going to prevent anybody else from doing those same questionable things by saying, oh, if people don't support you doing these questionable things on YouTube, then you won't make any money. But if in fact they do, and you can gain over 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, then yeah, go on ahead. Do what you do. Once you reach that threshold, and they're going to check your account and, make sure that, you're eligible or you follow the community guidelines or whatever, which, okay, but if they're doing something controversial and wrong, then doesn't YouTube already have a system that detects that, which, maybe they're just trying to come up with an excuse for why they didn't actually detect it whenever, Logan Paul uploaded a dead body or whatever, but it reads, back in April of 2017, we set up a eligibility requirement of 10,000 lifetime views. While that threshold provided more information to determine whether a channel followed our community guidelines and policies, it's been clear over the last few months that we need a higher standard. My amount of views that I get somehow helps determine whether my channel follows the guidelines? I could be a complete asshole douchebag on YouTube, get hella views, and follow the guidelines, A plus B is not equal in C there. It says, starting today, we're changing the eligibility requirements for monetization to 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. We've arrived at these new thresholds after thorough analysis and conversations with creators like you. Definitely not like me, because I don't have over 1,000 subscribers, so, it doesn't matter what I do, how creative I might be. YouTube doesn't care about me. I don't care about you until you get a certain level and you gain that immunity, until everybody in the community starts calling you out on your bullshit, and then you don't really have a choice but to punish the person who you'd had be completely immune from any punishment. But yeah, totally, they've talked to creators like me. Let's just go with that. They will allow us to significantly improve our ability to identify creators who contribute positively to the community and help drive more ad revenue to them and away from bad actors. What? How does that even... that doesn't make any sense. Once again, I'll revert back to, pretty much what a lot of people will probably agree on the reason of this actually even happening. The whole Logan Paul situation. He's got millions of subscribers. He is a bad actor. How in the hell does his amount of subscribers and views and hours watched determine anything about him to YouTube? Because obviously it hadn't before, so how is this changing anything at all? On February 20th, 2018, we'll also implement this threshold across existing channels on the platform to allow for a 30-day grace period. On that date, channels with fewer than 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours will no longer be able to earn money on YouTube. When they reach 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, they will be automatically re-evaluated under strict criteria to ensure they comply with our policies. New channels will need to apply, and their application will be evaluated when they hit these milestones. Now, here's the funny part. Though these changes will affect a significant number of channels, 99% of those affected were making less than $100 per year in the last year, with 90% earning less than $2.50 in the last month. We're protecting our community by getting rid of our community. Not saying that you're getting rid of the community as in, oh, they're only doing it to make money, so whenever they lose the ability to make money at all, then they're just going to leave and go up in quits because they can't make any money at all. But I am saying that a lot of people might leave because they can't make any money at all, and they feel like they're never going to gain any traction because YouTube usually doesn't promote its smaller creators. Oh, no. Now, here's the really interesting part. Here's the part that really needs to be paid attention to. Of course, size alone is not enough to determine whether a channel is suitable for monetization, so we'll continue to use signals like community strikes, spam, and other abuse flags to ensure we're protecting our creator community from bad actors, because that's been working out so well so far. I don't even have words for such a... Basically what they're saying is, oh, if you were a big channel and you were doing questionable shit, continue doing what you were doing. If it was working for you, do what you're doing. You're fine. You're good. We're not changing anything that'll affect you. You're totally good. Keep doing what you're doing. Fuck everybody else.